After we have done a complete thorough checkup of the house, we start the cleansing of the house.
So how this cleansing work on person who is living in the house for longer time?
Traumas and his depression, or maybe he has enmity with somebody and there's negativity which could affect you.
So not necessarily good looking space has a good energy.
There could be ghosts living in that house. That room's energy is different from the other rooms.
So what is the immediate impact that
They become more positive, they become more energetic, they feel like working more.
Hello and welcome to Imperia Connects, the podcast focused on family well-being. I'm your host and today we are diving into fascinating subject that affects our spaces, that is Vastu Healing. Many of us spend so much time designing our home and our offices, but have you ever thought about how the energy within these spaces might be influencing your well-being? In today's episode, we will explore how Vastu Healing can transform your living space to bring harmony, peace, and even professional success. Joining us today is a very special guest, Sangeeta Pandhi, an expert in Vastu Healing. Sangeeta, welcome to our podcast.
Thank you very much for having me again.
I'm glad we can do this podcast on Vastu Healing because I'm really excited about Vastu Healing in particular because this is something that I have never heard about and I would like to know more about Vastu Healing. So can you please explain how the Vastu Healing works?
Sure. Vastu is basically a place where we spend maximum of our time. So we can say homes, definitely we spend a lot of time. But nowadays with this time and age, people do spend a lot of time in their offices. They do spend a lot of time in their factories. They do spend a lot of time in different places. It's not only home. So every place where you spend a lot of time is your Vastu. So that is what we need to heal. When I say Vastu healing, every time it is not possible to break a wall, break a wash basin, break
Correct.
a toilet. Because today, see, the Vastu was in olden days, we had bungalows, they were on ground floors where toilets were outside. Today, we have standalone buildings, one flat after the other, one flat after the other. In that position, it's not possible that your flat can be broken down. If one person is having a correct door, the other person is going to have a wrong door. If one person has a correct bathroom, the other person is going to have a wrong bathroom. So in that case, what do you do? In that case, what you do is we heal the space. When we say heal the spaces, what we do is we heal the energy of the space. Now, for example, you have a house and you have a party and you have lots of people coming in. Everybody is coming in with a different energy. Their
Correct.
traumas, their depressions, or whatever it is. Maybe the way they look at your house, maybe the thought process. So they are going to drop energies and go after that. So it is very important that once a year you must do a house cleansing, like you have a Diwali ki safai.
Correct.
What is the meaning of Diwali ki safai? Now, in olden times, they didn't understand energy and they didn't understand cleansing, so they had put it in our religion as Diwali ki safai. Basically, when something stays in one place for a very long time, the energy gets stagnant in that one place. So, when you say Diwali ki safai, the whole idea is to move everything. Do safai means what? The clean that
Clean.
area, cleanse it, move the energy. So you move your sofa, you move your bed, you move everything. So what happens is the energy is changing, and then you get new curtains, you get new pillow covers. So energy is changing, energy is shifting. That is the whole idea about Diwali ki safai. But what happens is it's not possible for you to move a bed.
Correct.
It's not possible to move a wardrobe. Then what do you do in that case? There is going to be energy that's going to be stuck there. There's going to be energy that's going to be stuck in immovable furnitures. So there could be flooring. Now you can't move your flooring, right? You clean your flooring, but what about the energy that has gone inside the flooring? So in that case, there is something called energy cleansing. That's what we do. So what we do is when we come to your house, we first check the energies. We have scanners, we have equipment, we have dowsers. With that, we check every corner of your house, right from the entry to the exit, to the toilets, to rooms, to bedrooms. Then we understand what the energy of the house is. There could be positive energy, there could be negative energy, there could be some entities in your house which you don't know.
Correct.
There could be living for, you may have moved into a very old ancient house, like a old Goa Portuguese house, and say, oh wow, I love, but you don't know what entities are living in this house because it's an old house.
Old house,
So
correct.
as a healer, when we enter, we check entities in the house, we check the aura of the house, if there is any negativity in the house. After we have done a complete thorough checkup of the house, we start the cleansing of the house. And when we cleanse the house, we make symbols. They are Lama Fera symbols. Like, it's very close to something like Reiki, but this is absolutely for removing negativity. So right from the door, we start making symbols on the walls, we make symbol on the floorings, we make symbol on your ceilings, we make symbols on your bed, your wardrobes, everything, in such a way that we lock the entire energy of the house. So there can be no more negative energy in the house. We have certain rituals which we do. Then we also have some kind of a, like a havan that we do, like a small havan that is absolutely a cleansing havan that we do in the house, and we completely cleanse the house, we remove all the negative energy, and we take it along with us, and that your house is ready to be in a very positive atmosphere. If there's any nazar, if there's any kind of bad thoughts, any kind of entity, we cleanse everything, and your house is absolutely clean and in a positive atmosphere to stay. So that is what Vastu cleansing is.
Coming to, you said Havan. So every time we buy a new property, a new home, we have a housewarming party or Graha Pravesh.
Yeah.
You also have Havan. So how this traditional techniques of Vastu Shanti and energizing the place is different than Vastu healing.
See, these are all rituals which have been coming in from ancient times, and there are no complaints about it. They are also, I respect all of that. We have our own type of cleansing where we do each and every corner. We heal each and every wall, every ceiling, and we do it in a very meticulous way.
Correct.
When you do havans, definitely the energy gets cleansed, and there are rituals and there are chantings. There are a lot of ingredients which go inside the havan, which are used for positivity, which is a very, very good technique to do. I always suggest that havan should be done in a new place, or even occasionally please do havan, so energizing the place, etc. But our cleansing is a very different technique where we just do symbols on the wall and everything, and that's how the negativity and any kind of entity or any kind of things which are not positive completely go away from the house.
So when you do this Vastu healing, does it include your furniture? Does it include people living in the space, or
So
it is
we-
just the four walls and the roof?
No, we cleanse everything. We kind of heal the furniture, we heal the walls, the ceilings, floorings. We open each and every wardrobe and we heal each and every wardrobe. We heal each and everything that is there in the house. So there's a complete, it's a very intense healing tech, and it's very effective. You'll immediately see that the house, there's an uplift in the house, and you suddenly start feeling good. There's a difference in the energy of the house. If there is a lot of illnesses in the house, there are a lot of fights happening in the house, or there can be some kind of depression where you don't feel like sitting in the house, in all those cases a house cleansing energy works beautiful.
How much time does it take to create those symbols and giving healing?
It
to
takes
the Vastu?
anything from 3 to 5 hours, because it's a whole process that we do. First we do a meditation, first we do a checkup, then we do our own, like we try to evoke the Vastu god, and we understand what is the problem over here. Then we do a healing, then we do a complete seal of your area. So it's a process. So it's going to take, like, depending on the size of the house, if it's like a 2 or 3 BHK, then it takes like a good 5-6 hours.
And do you have any muhurat, like how you have it for auspicious
So
ceremonies?
full moon is a very good time. Full moon energy is extremely good energy. I would say it's a cleansing energy. So anything that you want to cleanse, you want to even cleanse yourself as a healer or as a person, I say moonlight energy is one of the best energies that you can do cleansing work. So yeah, I suggest some house cleansing to be done during full moon, because that's the best time that you can do. Otherwise, around full moon is a good time, but definitely not during the Amavas and all is not a good time to do cleansing of energies.
So how this cleansing work on person who is living in the house for longer time? because some people are like, especially old people, they are always at home, like housewives who are looking after every day to day chores. They are at home. People who are working from home, they are also working from home. Their offices are set in the home. How does this healing affect on them? Does it have any impact?
Yes, definitely. Because if they are working from home and if the energy is not good in the house, their work is going to definitely get affected. And even housewives, if they are in the house, definitely they don't feel like working, they don't feel like sitting in the house. They'll be little cranky, there'll be fights in the house. So, all that cleansing, it definitely helps them to cleanse. The entire energy becomes very good, the whole atmosphere. And people who are working from home, definitely, I would suggest, because all types of people come to meet you.
Correct.
When you're working from home, you'll have clients coming, you'll have people coming with dropping their energies, their thoughts. There could be misunderstandings, there could be anything. So all that is going to affect your house
Plus your
energy.
help, like many help you have at home, so they also keep coming, and they are also coming from various
Yeah, definitely,
backgrounds
definitely.
and
So all
different
that is
places.
their thought process, what they are going
Correct.
through, their energy. They are touching everything in cleaning, so they are always contaminating a lot of stuff. So all that we take in Vastu healing. So that's why we heal furniture, we heal the water tank, we heal everything that comes in.
So after this healing is done, so anything coming from outside, this exterior element, like they don't cause any impact, or they don't have any impact on
So we do
anything.
a very strong healing. After the healing, we kind of seal the house. So the sealing that is done is a very good sealing that we do, and that kind of protects the house for a very very long time. So mostly there have not been cases where that house or that factory or that office has been contaminated again, unless someone does a really really big ritual, and it's like, see, there is nothing 100% in this
Correct,
world. I
correct.
mean, I can't give you 100% guarantee, because people have a heart transplant or a heart surgery and die. So, I mean, doctors
Yeah, it's
can't. We
sad
have
thing,
to
but
try.
yeah.
So, we are trying. We do a complete healing. We seal your house. We cleanse the energies. We remove all the entities that are there. We do all the, even whatever little Vastu ailments which are there, like we give you guidance on that. Everything we do. Now, that is the maximum we can do. Beyond that is not in our control, so we don't guarantee everything 100%. But yeah, it is definitely very good, and it does help in sealing the energy of the house.
So every time we have Vastu Shanti or Grah Pravesh Puja, usually they happen when you purchase a new place or you
Yes.
enter a new place,
Yes.
that time. So can Vastu healing also happen when you get the place, or it can happen whenever you want, or once in a year you can go for a healing that way?
See, definitely I would suggest it when you take a new house, because see, if you have taken a second hand house, then the person who is living here has got all his energies, his negativity, he has left behind.
Correct.
Though he has taken his furniture and everything. So we always recommend a whitewash is very important in a house, and his energies are definitely going to be there. If it's an old house, then definitely there could be some entities in that house. There could be some past, if there's been some enmity, there could be negativity in the house. So definitely when you enter a new house, you should get the house cleansing done. And yes, I do suggest it every year, once a year, like you do Diwali ki safai. You should do your house cleansing, because that is going to clean. You can't paint your house every day. First time you
Correct.
come, you can't change your furniture every day, you can't change your flooring every day,
Hmm.
so you can't change your wardrobes every day. So in that case, what I can do is just cleanse your house in such a way that it becomes like new, and
Hmm.
then I seal it in such a way. So yes, once a year definitely we recommend it. And when you enter a new house or a new property, even if it's a rental place, because there is somebody who's living on rent before you, he has his energies, he has his traumas and his depression, or maybe he has enmity with somebody and there's negativity which could affect you.
Correct.
So definitely, when you're entering a new property, cleansing is a must. And once a year, if you do, it's going to help you in your progress, in your health, in your relationships, in all ways.
So, Vastu healing is also, like the results that you are speaking about. they are very similar to what Vastu rectification is, or like, the impact after Vastu correction that one suggests that you will experience. So, how is Vastu healing different from having those Vastu remedies where you have to color the wall in different color, or
Yes.
breaking the place, or like a room or a bathroom that happens? How is different from
So,
this?
Vastu Shastra is a science which is based on directions, based on color therapy, and a lot of other things. And it's a very good science. I respect it a lot. And definitely, they tell you that your kitchen should be here, your bedroom should be here, your bed should be here. But I don't think it's possible. In today's time and age, they make you color walls, different color walls. They make you do this. They say, okay, put this, put that. Definitely, those remedies work and they are very effective. I have all respect for it. But what we are doing is we are not doing that. We are cleansing energy of the house. Now, when somebody comes to your house and he has probably dropped a bad energy, that Vastu Shastra cannot clean. That
Correct.
we are energy cleansers. So what we will do is cleanse the energy. And after that, every day we recommend that you should do dhoop in the house. You should do loban. We also recommend rock salt, because rock salt absorbs a lot of negative energy. So weekly you should keep rock salt in every room, and every week you should see that the rock salt is changed. So that is a lovely way of cleansing. So after we have done it, these chotu things will help you in maintaining the positivity of the house.
So you're saying this healing is totally different than Vastu remedies that we hear about, like
Yes.
changing the color and all that.
So the remedies are very useful in terms of the directions, what direction you can rectify, because they have fire element, water element. That's
Correct,
how
correct.
Vastu Shastra
Yeah.
works. So in that is balancing elements. That's a complete different science where you're balancing certain elements in your house. Like where the kitchen is, it should be a fire corner as per the directions. If it's not, then they give you remedies for that. Here what we are doing is we're cleansing energy. There are two different techniques only. When I say energy, is like somebody comes to your house, he has dropped bad energy, bad thoughts about you, he has nazar. So that is energy. Energy is something you can't see, but we kind of cleanse it. After we have cleansed the energy, we give you very small and simple remedies where you can control the energy of the house. Is like we give you some special loban with the healing that we do. You have to burn that loban in the house every day. Then we give you some agarbattis. We tell you burn those agarbattis every day. Then also we give you some kind of crystals. Okay, if you keep these crystals, it will maintain the balance of energy. Like a black tourmaline and a selenite crystal we give at the entrance to keep. So that is very good for controlling, absorbing negativity. So once we have done the cleaning, we have to maintain it. So these small remedies we give you in our kind of maintenance. We give rose quartz crystal and amethyst to put in the bedroom, so the mind remains calm, there's good sleep, there's a lot of love in the air, and the energy again is working very well. And we also recommend rock salt, because rock salt is a very good cleanser. So after we have done the cleansing, we also suggest that in every corner in a glass bowl, please keep rock salt, and every week try to remove the rock salt and put new salt. That is a extremely good way of cleansing your house. And we give, we give holy water which we have energized on full moon, and we give it to sprinkle in the house like once in a while. And you can even take a bath with it. It's very good full moon energized water. So these are these minimally small things that we give you. Play the Hanuman Chalisa in your house for like in the evening time. Open all the doors and windows. Let
Correct.
lot of sunlight come in your house. When it's full moon, let lot of moonlight come in your house. So these are like basic stuff that we give you to do once we have done the entire cleansing and we have sealed it. So this is like after the surgery, we give you kind of small maintenance that you have to do, and that will really help you in maintaining the positivity of your house.
So when you say sunlight coming in, obviously you feel good. When the fresh air comes in,
Yeah.
everything is neat and clean and well organized. Your plants are doing well. When you enter such house, immediately you feel wow. You
Exactly.
feel relaxed.
Because the energy
But
is
then
positive.
so does it mean that the house has positive energy?
Definitely, because plants immediately read energy. So in a house where plants are dying and plants are not doing good, you have immediately recognizes that the house has negative energy. So a lot of people ask me this question that, we bring fish tanks in the house and our fishes die often.
Oh.
So this is also one very strong indication of negativity. So when fishes don't stay in your house, animals also, they read very well negativity. So in your house, if there is a lot of negativity, unfortunately even animals don't last if there is very strong negativity. So these are all indications that Vastu is having a problem, and it needs an immediate healing. A lot of people complain we see shadows in the house when we sleep. We see this, we see that. We have, like, sometimes insects come out from our house.
Correct.
Like very, very dark colored insects start coming out, weird looking insects. This is all negativity in that house. So once we do a cleansing, we do a healing, all this completely stops, and the fishes also start living, the animals also live well in your house, and you stop seeing all these insects and all in your house. So these are all indications of a problematic Vastu.
So not necessarily good looking space has a good energy and like it doesn't require healing. It also requires healing.
Especially when houses have been kept long, have been shut for very long.
Yeah.
So that definitely has bad Vastu, because there are entities living in that house. There could be ghosts living in that house. There could be all types of negativity. Plus there is no sunlight, no moonlight, no oxygen going in, because windows and all are shut. So in those houses, there is 100% cleansing required. So if you are getting into a very big space and which has been shut for a very long time, and it may be looking very good, but I would suggest that you please get a cleansing done before you go. Otherwise you will face some calamities, or you will have not a good life over there. That's my suggestion.
So when we are speaking about Vastu, you are living in, do you apply the same logic to the Vastu that the person might be working, like say office, like you're traveling to office, you're traveling to factories and your shop. So does this healing apply to those spaces, and do you require any kind of permission if you're employee for
See,
healing?
the thing is that you may be traveling, but the thing is you're going to office and you're coming back home.
Correct.
So you're bringing the energy back home.
Correct.
So it's very important that you heal both the places. Heal your office as well as your house. Of course, if you are an employee there, you're not allowed to do it, then you request your owner or whatever. Otherwise, we do the house cleansing only. What can you do otherwise?
So permission is required.
Yeah, of course, because it's his whoever's it is. But if it's your own office and if it's your own house, then definitely I would recommend that you do both the cleansing, because you're going to carry that energy and come to your house. You will sleep on that bed, you will sit on that sofa. So that energy is going to disintegrate in that place, and it will start becoming bad. Your thoughts, you're low on thoughts, you're feeling depressed one day, that corner will definitely get contaminated. So there have been episodes where I have gone to houses and I've checked certain houses, and I've gone into certain rooms and I've said, why is the energy so dense in this room? And they were like, this couple has not been having a good relation. So you just come to know that because they are low on energy, they're not having good thoughts, they fight a lot or whatever it is, argument a lot, that room's energy is different from the other rooms. So all these things matter.
So when you say that the house energy is different, when people, like if every member of the family is working, they are coming home, they are bringing energy.
Yes.
And sometimes we also buy old furniture, so the different energies coming to your house, that happens. So how do you cleanse these furnitures, or like a bed also, like you come and sleep on the bed, how do you clean that bed? Because that is something that is very difficult to clean, you can't wash it.
That's what you cannot clean. So that I have to come in and I do the energy cleansing of that bed. The entire furniture, we make symbols all around the furniture.
So the symbols work as
we make symbols, we do the cleansing of the bed. If you have a chair, we do the cleansing of that chair. So if then there is any energy on that of the previous person, especially when you buy antiques, this is going to be a persistent problem. So you will find this problem. So we had one incident where one lady, so she bought a rocking chair, and she would see that in the night that chair would rock. and she was like, I think the chair was rocking in the night.
Oh my
So
God.
one night, 2 nights, she kept watching it, she kept feeling that there's some noise coming in the living room. Then one night she got up and she saw and really the chair was rocking and she was
My God.
scared. So we did the healing because apparently when we found out the history of that rocking chair, it was that the person who owned had passed away on that chair. And because he
Oh.
had passed away, his soul, his energy was still stuck to that chair. So obviously the children or whatever must have sold the chair, and that's why the chair had energy on it. So when she got that antique chair home, the energy has come with it, and energy travels for years and years and years. So it's very important to cleanse antiques, to cleanse your furniture, to cleanse all this. So when we do house cleansing, vastu cleansing, we cleanse everything in your house. We cleanse your sofa, your antiques, your beds, your wardrobes, everything, because this needs cleansing.
So, you said that somebody passed away, and who used to use that chair and all that. It strike me that we have spoken about taking healing once in a year for house, and you can have it after a party, or you can have after some gathering and all
Yes,
that.
yes.
These are mostly auspicious time, or when you say that certain things that you are experiencing, you have it. But at the time when somebody passed away in the family, or some unpleasant event happened, maybe in the past, or that the vastu that you are buying had some negative news about it, or you just overheard some new rumors about it. So in such unpleasant scenarios, how do you heal? Like, does a healing change
Definitely it
differently?
changes, definitely, because it's all energy work. So definitely there's been a death over there, there's
Yeah.
sadness, there's depression, there's loss, there's grief. All these have dropped energies and gone. So definitely the people living there are going to feel it. So definitely the
Have
cleansing is
you seen
beautiful.
the change in people's life after giving
Yes.
healing to such families, and
Definitely,
now
I have
after
seen. I
healing?
have cleansed houses, and I have seen that a couple who was literally on the verge of a divorce, they have been very happily they are staying because of the dense energy in the house, because of the negativity in the house. They were literally they had reached a stage of divorce. There
Hmm.
has been a child who has been constantly sick,
Hmm.
and they have tried doctors, they've done everything, but their child is not becoming all right. But just by cleansing the energy of the house, removing the negativity, the child's health has improved. So there can be a lot of things that are going on, and because of house cleansing, we are able to save marriages and improve health, improve finances of people, because
Hmm.
a lot of stuck money is there because of negativity. The monies have been opening up. Also, opportunities, like there could be people searching for a job for a very long time, and
Hmm.
there's like we are not getting the suitable work or job. Just by simply cleansing the energy, lot of opportunities have opened up for that person.
So you, I know you, last time when we discussed personal healing, you have mentioned so many techniques. So what are
Yeah.
the techniques you use for Vastu healing?
So we use something called Lama Fera, which is a house healing technique, and in that we do a lot of Vastu healing also. So Lama Fera is basically when we make symbols on the wall. So while we make these symbols, then we have something called a vortex, which we kind of evoke in the center of the house, and this vortex is kind of cleansing the whole house. So there is a little one more technique, which is the MEX Vertex technique, which is again used for cleansing the house and making a lot of more symbols on the doors and all other parts, and this completely cleanses. So this is a kind of a thing that we use, and then of course we give you some dupes and all which you have to do, which we have made it specially for house cleansing. So after we have done this, is like a maintenance that we give you.
So, when we speak about Vastu, these are mostly constructed places where the indoors,
Yes.
Do you also give healing and cleansing, energy cleansing for exteriors? Like somebody can be having gardens, farming, or empty plots they just purchase for, as an investment. So there is nothing constructed on the top. So do you give healing to
Yes,
such places
definitely.
also?
There could be plots which a person wants to maybe make a farm over there, but he's not being able to grow good quality crops. They're like every season our crops are getting bad and we are not getting a good. So
Hmm.
what we do is we heal that plot. We heal it in such a way that that plot starts yielding good crops. We also give, if somebody wants to sell a plot and their plot is not selling, maybe the opposite party has, kind of sent some negative energy, so we remove the negativity from the plot, immediately the plots gets sold. So definitely we can heal even open areas, because energy is everywhere.
Correct.
The land has energy, the sand has energy, the mud, the plants have energy, so we clean each and everything over there. So that's how open areas, gardens, parks, we definitely heal them through Vastu healing.
And also, house has different, like Vastu has different openings, like the facing. You have south facing, north facing, east facing, west facing. Does the facing also change? Has an impact on healing process, or it has no logic of Vastu and your vortex healing?
What
and
we
Lama
are
Fira?
doing is energy healing. We are cleansing energy of the house. That is different, and Vastu Shastra is different.
Different,
That is,
okay.
as I told you, it's on directions, and definitely these directions are very important.
Hmm.
I totally respect these healings, directions. Like they say, north is very good. It's
Correct.
for money, and south is for our ancestral blessings, etc. So this is very, very important. So yes, when you are purchasing a house, you should take all this into consideration, that it has a north door and it has this bedroom they suggest in southwest and all. So definitely these things are very important, but this is where the direction is concerned. But this is not working on energy. So we
Energy.
have we are a different body where we are working on energy of the space.
Hmm.
So that is a different healing which goes. But yes, we do suggest you that you should have, like, the southeast should be the kitchen, which is a fire element. So these are very important, because these are the elements of the house. If the elements are correct, you will definitely get more from that house. And once you do house cleansing, then you are like, it's like a cherry on the cake. You can get really good energy from that house.
So, different people will be having different Vastu requirements or issues related to Vastu. Somebody might just come because they are not experiencing progress in the profession. Somebody will say that I'm not experiencing personal growth, or like, having a family well-being
True,
at
yeah.
home. Some psychological, or some physical depression, health issues, and we are not prosperating the way we want to. So
Yeah.
different people have different issues. So does this technique, Lama Fera, sound healing, and your MEX Vertex change as per the requirement of the person?
Yes, because in this healing, we definitely generate that color energy. So if
Oh.
it is like, basically it's about generating energy which has a color in it. So if it is required, if they say that, we are having a lot of issues with finances and stuff, so we kind of generate green color energy, because green is prosperity color. If it is more problems in the house connected to relationships, then we kind of evoke and we give out a lot of pink color energy, because pink is a color of love. And there is a lot of blue energy that we give, that is for healing and spirituality. For different healings, we give out different colors of energy, and that also is an added thing to the healing, and that also helps in completely cleansing the house.
So different colors has
Yeah, we give
meaning
out
or
energy in that vortex. We give out that energy. That energy that we give out a color energy. So that color helps in healing the house.
So after you give this healing, MEX Vertex or Lama Fera, you've sealed the house and all that. So what is the immediate impact that one can experience and say that, oh, now the healing has started working? And
So they
what are
start
the
seeing
immediate
progress. They start seeing, see, supposing there was relationship issues, and we have given them healing in terms of pink light and all. They start seeing that there is more harmony in the relationships. There are less fights in the house, and the couple is getting more closer. So they definitely see results in a few days. And if there were money blockages, the money blockages and open up, they start seeing that money flow has started. If there is any kind of negativity, then the energy light that we give is golden light, white light, so they start feeling positive. They wake up early in the morning, they go for something. Otherwise, when there's a lot of negativity in the house, you'll see that the people in that house keep sleeping. They don't feel like doing anything. If you tell even a student to go to school, he'll say, "Nahi, I don't want to go." So it's a very lethargic kind of a atmosphere,
Okay.
when there's negativity. But the moment we kind of heal it and we do give a lot of positivity, you'll see that everything has changed. Everybody is like bright and up and above, and they want to go to school, they want to go for work, and they start feeling very good, and everybody's happy, and it's a good atmosphere. Contradictory to what it was, and it was like a very lethargic. Nobody felt like eating anything, cooking food would get wasted, and everybody is just sleeping and sleeping, and you have like, we don't know, we don't feel like doing anything because there's negativity. The moment the negativity is removed, you'll see the contrast will come in the whole atmosphere of the house.
How about the maids and the employees at
So
your
we cleanse everything. So once we have sealed everything, then their energies don't really matter, because we seal the energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you give some examples of how behaviors changed after giving Vastu healing?
Yeah, so when you have helpers in the house and you have them, like, they are not positive helpers, so they are causing some kind of negativity in the house. So I had a case where there was this family where the helpers were transmitting, sending all the information about the house outside, and because of that there was a lot of negativity in the house. The moment we did the house cleaning, all those helpers who were there slowly started leaving the job, and they started going. So what happened is, the lady called me and said, "Oh, all my staff is leaving." So because in Mumbai it's a task to get
it is
helpers.
going to cause different stress
Yeah,
to
but
person.
the positivity was so well made in the house, that all these negative elements, like the helpers who were causing negativity and all, they also started leaving.
So it's quite different stress that is coming to the person then.
No, but then you have positive people
Positive
coming
people.
in who can stay in the positivity and not even giving out information about your house,
Yeah.
and not bringing unrequired things in your house and putting. So automatically those people start moving out, because they can't adjust into that positive energy field. So that is what I feel is like the importance of cleansing is, not only the energies go out, but unwanted people also go out.
We spoke about the staff leaving, but at the same time there are many people who stay in the house for longer time. So this healing, how does it change their life, how it impacts on their lives?
They become more positive, they become more energetic, they feel like working more. So if you have helpers who are like very lethargic and they're not feeling like working, and they like always doing half work and all, they become more active, because see, it's not their fault, they are also suffering because of the energy, because they are also living in the house. So they also become very proactive, they start doing things better, they understand things better, and the entire energy changes. So the whole argumentative and all that completely stops.
In Bombay, cities like Mumbai, Delhi, metropolitan city, is very difficult to get house where you have sunlight coming in, you have space that you require to create a perfect vastu, and also like we just spoke about help leaving, it becomes a task for working mothers or working females, because without the help, without the staff, it becomes very difficult to handle household chores. So in such case, how you can place vastu healing in their lives?
So sunlight, definitely I would recommend that if you get a house, you should get sunlight in the house. But unfortunately, if there is no sunlight coming in the house, then we have remedies which we give that will give you a lot of positivity in the house. And if about helpers, is like, see, if the person was negative and he was causing some kind of harm, it's better the person leaves.
Correct.
And definitely your positive energy will invite a much better and a more positive person who will come. So he will be more active and he will be able to adapt to the positivity.
And bring some prosperity to
100%, yes.
Yeah.
Prosperity and more efficient in working.
Correct.
Because that's why he's there, because he needs to work and you can get some more work out of him, and you have less load on him. But if he's lethargic, he's not doing, you're obviously working in the house, it becomes very difficult.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Sangeeta, for your valuable information on Vastu healing. I'm sure these techniques will have deep impact on our viewers' life, and it is going to benefit them. Thank you so much for coming on show.
Thank you very much for having me on board.
It's amazing to think about how these techniques can create such a deep impact on our home, our families, and even on professional lives. To all our listeners, we hope this episode has given you new perspective on the energy of the space that you occupy and the importance of keeping them in balance. If you are interested in Vastu healing, check out the links in description box given below. We will be back with more insightful topics on Imperia Connects. Until then, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay connected with Imperia Connects.